do I look? How do I look? Woke up this morning, it's a brighter day. Looked in the mirror, I saw a new face. I got myself together, stepping in town. Everything's better. This day is mine. Well, how do I look? How do I feel? How do I look? Looking good and feeling how I look? How do I feel? How do I look? Looking good and feeling like what you have. Looking good and feeling how I look? How do I feel? How do I look? Looking good and feeling legendary.
With Dre gone now, I have a 1 in 5 chance of winning $250,000. But I'm definitely looking to get out of that danger zone.
And there were 2, dog.
Final 2 blue.
Yeah, and next week it'll be 1, huh?
There'll be 1. Right now, it's hard to have an alliance. You know, my alliance is still with Mo, but it's all about staying above the yellow line.
The stars all aligned for me this week. Like it is, the only scenario I have a chance at this week will be,
If it's the same way.
yeah, if it's the same way, that's my only chance.
Or if you win immunity.
Or,
We got up this morning and our trainers were there bright and early for us. There was a very strange vibe in the house. We didn't know what was going on.
We have a surprise workout.
What?
We're leaving.
All of us?
Yep, we're all leaving.
Leaving the ranch.
Leaving the ranch.
I thought I was going to a leisurely workout in maybe the small gym, and to my amazement, that was not the case at all.
We head to a local high school here and we get out on the track and they're like, okay, we're gonna do fitness tests.
We want to see kind of where you've come, where you are right now.
Where you've come from when you started.
So what the fit test is going to consist of is getting them to run around the track and time themselves. You're gonna be running at the same time, but you're gonna all be at different paces, but don't think that you're competing with anybody else except yourself.
When I first got here, you know, I wasn't able to do a lap without stopping. So when I found out that our fitness test was a lap around the track, I was dreading it.
You're competing with yourself. You're not competing with them.
Gotcha.
You're not competing with Gary, Ryan, Kelly, Lisa. You're competing with yourself. Maurice has a way of putting his head down, and as soon as he looks up and sees where he's got to go, he can shut down. He can stop. And I was really aware of that because I know that about Maurice. So I had to talk to him. I knew that it was very important to keep his motivation up. You can't go in with a losing mentality like that.
Oh, yeah, I know, I got you.
No big deal. You're going around the left. That's it. You're going to go around. On your mark. Get set.
I know for sure that I definitely would not have been able to run around that track, probably even once when I got here. I went out as hard as I could.
Gary, I had no doubt, even though he's the oldest of all of us, that he would beat us. He's the most in shape of all of us.
136.
145. 157.
Yes. 314.
After I finished the run around the track, I was exhausted. My heart was beating fast, my breath was hard to catch, and, you know, I was just like, man, I was tired. Then they explained, hey, we're gonna do it again. But this time, you have to beat your time.
Come on, guys.
Everybody beat
Do
your
it.
time.
Okay, so to give you guys an extra motivation, whoever beats their time by the most will win this $100 bill. Ooh.
Yay!
So there you go. That's what you're going to be thinking about.
I will do anything for money. It was a big incentive for me to kick it up and try to beat my time.
On your mark. Get set.
Go, go, go!
Kelly and Gary, the second time around, really stepped it up and went crazy.
30 seconds! Come on, Gary! Go, Gary! Go, 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 go!
Everybody beat their time the second time around. It was like Gary, boom, Kelly, boom, Lisa, then Ryan, then Maurice.
You look great. Come on, Mo!
Come on, Mo! Come on, baby!
I was pushing myself. And so I got about halfway through, and I sprinted. I ran as fast as I could.
Come on, Mo. Finish line right here.
Let's go, baby.
I can't believe this.
I had to show everyone, you know, I deserve to be here.
2:45. Seconds for Gary.
I think Mo won.
145 and 129, 16. It's Mo.
It's Mo.
It's Mo. All right, Mo. It's Mo.
$100.
I definitely can taste the money, and it's low-cal.
Today is the day of the challenge, and I'm so sore. I'm nervous to find out what's going to happen.
We go into the challenges not knowing at all what's going to happen, and the hardest thing is that they count for so much, and so much is riding on them. We arrived at the challenge blindfolded, and I was honestly afraid of what was about to happen.
Arriving at the challenge blindfolded, I was like nervous to see what would happen and what was going to be in front of me when I took the blindfold off. You know, I had absolutely no idea.
Hi, everybody. Go ahead and take off your blindfolds.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
All right, well, you guys, as you can figure out, those are cutouts of each of you, and they were taken on the first day that you arrived.
When I saw that life size of me, it was just a shock. Were we really that wide? When I came here, I didn't think I was that big. Then you see that, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm humiliated.
Looking at the life-size cutout of myself was kind of like looking at myself through other people's eyes. I was able to step back and look at myself as other people perceived me. And you know, it kind of hurt because I didn't realize that I was as large as I actually was.
Do I look like that now?
No. No way.
Because I feel like I still do. I don't know. Right next to me is a cardboard cutout of my former self. I mean, I couldn't even believe that I looked that big. I had absolutely no idea.
Mo, what do you think?
I really don't know what to say, you know, because I still have a long way to go. But to see where I've come from, wow.
Ryan, 77 pounds heavier right beside you. And how do you feel standing next to that person now?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, I just feel happy. I don't like what I see there either, and I want to keep changing it. It was a weird feeling looking at that full body picture because I remember being that weight and thinking, I'm totally fine. I'm a picture of perfect health. But then seeing that cutout and seeing where I've come from there was just, wow.
Okay, Ryan, today you've lost 77 pounds. And just to show you how far you've come, that's 77 pounds of your favorite food. Apple pie, right there.
It looks disgusting.
Kelly, and that is your favorite food, 48 pounds of pizza, right there. what is your favorite food?
Fried chicken.
Okay, well, there is 50 pounds of it. Lisa.
Still love macaroni and cheese.
Okay, well, there is 45 pounds of it. Gary, that's 44 pounds of spaghetti.
You know, this is not really the presentation I'm used to.
You guys, you've all been carrying around that weight for so many years, and it feels so much better to be that much lighter. Unfortunately, for today's challenge, we're gonna make you put that weight back on.
Of course.
Yesterday, you got to see firsthand the progress that you made when you took the fitness test and ran a lap around the track. Today, you're gonna run the same lap, but you'll do it with the weight that you've lost.
When Caroline told us what the challenge was, it was pretty daunting because I was like, oh my gosh, is this fair? I've lost more weight than anyone.
Whoever comes closest to the time they ran yesterday while wearing a weighted vest wins the challenge. And what do you win?
Oh my God!
A 32-inch LCD television from Comp USA.
Woo!
Nice.
And as always, there's something even more valuable. Immunity.
Immunity was at stake, so I have to push myself. I have to go all out.
The winner of this challenge cannot be eliminated, even if they're below the yellow line.
The immunity this week was crucial for me because the numbers between me and the two girls are so close that I can easily drop down below the yellow line. It was a must-win situation for me.
These are your best times from yesterday. Gary, 1 minute and 14 seconds. Kelly, 1 minute and 28 seconds. Lisa, 1 minute and 45 seconds. Ryan, 1 minute and 51 seconds. And for Mo, 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Going into it, I thought for sure Gary was going to win because compared to my 77 pounds, he only had 44 pounds. And he was so strong in the challenge last week with the bikes.
You guys remember, whoever comes closest to their time wins. You're not racing each other. It's about your own times. Okay, guys, put on your vest and head to the track.
Gosh. Holy Moses.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
It's weird to think that we would put on the weighted vest that's how much extra weight I was walking around with. I mean, that's like, a 10-year-old that I was carrying around on my back 24/7.
You gotta be kidding me.
There's no way! God, I'm already tired. I just put it on.
I am screwed, big time. I didn't realize how much weight was actually on me. I didn't realize, and I was like, how am I gonna run with this thing on me around this track? This is heavy, man. This is incredibly heavy.
Remember, you're just trying to beat your own times.
I definitely feel I still have a chance to win this thing. I'm ready to kick it into high gear. I have to push myself.
Before we actually started, I'm trying to think to myself, Self, you need to go out as fast as you can. And don't stop.
Ready? Get set.
I got across that finish line and I opened up the vest and the thing just dropped to the floor. I mean, it was like weeks of work had just dropped off my back.
When I crossed the finish line, I just collapsed on the grass as close to the finish line as I could. I didn't have the energy to get the vest off.
When I crossed the finish line, I did want to collapse, but the thing was, I had to get that vest off. It was such a relief to get that weight off. I was like, oh my God, this is how much weight I've lost.
Mo, pick it up, baby. Don't you stop.
When Gary crossed the finish line, he ran back to run alongside Mo and encourage him.
Come on, dog. Don't you stop.
And I felt that said a lot about the type of person that Gary is, and the fact that even though teams are dissolved, he still feels a unity with Maurice.
Come on, dog. Now's the time.
When Gary started motivating me from the side while I was still in the race, that felt really good. For all Gary knew, he was helping me win the race, but, you know, it didn't matter. It didn't matter to him. I finished it out, and I was dead tired, but, you know, Gary, you know, he helped me through it, and, you know, I felt so good to finish the race.
You know, this is a personal victory, and, you know, I'm proud of the accomplishment I made, even if it wasn't enough to pass Gary or Ryan.
I don't think I did it.
I feel like, on one hand, I want to go up to Gary and be like, Gary, congratulations, you're just smoking everyone. But on the other hand, I'd want to say to Gary, thanks, Gary, you totally screwed me.
Guys, good luck. Good luck.
Oh, I'm good. Congratulations, Gary.
Oh, don't say that. It ain't. I don't think it was me.
Yeah, right. Well, I think it's unfair. Gary's physically stronger and better than all of us. I hope he doesn't get immunity. Okay, congratulations, you guys. That was incredible. These are the results.
You know, I thought Mo maybe still had a chance.
Coming in 5th place with a 30-second difference is Mo.
Good job, Marie.
Good job, Mo.
In 4th place with a 30-second difference is Kelly.
Obviously, I definitely wanted immunity. I'm above the yellow line right now, but very close are Lisa and Gary. So to definitely guarantee that I'm not going to be eliminated, I really would have liked to have won the immunity.
In 3rd place with a 17-second difference.
The consequence, if I do not get the immunity, is most likely I'm pretty much going home. The consequence, if I do not get the immunity, is most likely I'm pretty much going home.
In 3rd place with a 17-second difference is Gary.
It's one of us.
You know, I mean, I was shocked. There was no way for me to move any faster. I would have if I could have. There was just no way.
Gary.
The winner of the television and immunity, and the only person who beat their original time, is Ryan.
Ryan, he doesn't even like to run, and adds 77 pounds on him, and he basically crushes his time. That definitely shocked me. I was like, wow.
I definitely wanted the immunity, but I still felt good that our former red team member got the immunity because it kind of makes me feel a little more safe.
It's nice to have immunity because I know that if Lisa or Kelly do fall below the yellow line, I'll be able to help them go to the finals too. And I think the 3 of us can go together.
Ryan, congratulations. Nice knowing you guys. Let's see you guys at the reunion show. Just looking at my odds are way down because Ryan's got immunity. So if Ryan, Lisa, and Kelly stay aligned with each other, what reason do they have to keep me?
Go say goodbye to your former selves, because you have done such an incredible amount of work. See how different you look now.
I never want to look like that cut out again. Oh my God, it was terrible.
Looking at that cardboard cutout of myself, It was depressing that I looked like that because I was a happy person then, but then I look at the picture and think, oh my gosh, it's disgusting. I'm gonna get a Jillian roundhouse kick.
I don't remember looking that way. And I was like, you know, for how much I hate the way I looked, I have to give the new Kelly credit for how much she's accomplished.
I can't even believe that that is really how I looked. You know, I don't want to ever go back to that again.
My relationship with fried chicken has basically ended. I had to dump fried chicken. It was a tough breakup, but I think I'll make it through it.
My new best friends.
Turkey burgers?
Yep. I ate 14 of them last week.
14 turkey burgers? Had you eaten 14 turkey burgers in your life?
No, I haven't. I like them, though. That's the crazy. I'm not just, like, I'll definitely eat these when I go back home. To keep me from succumbing to temptation after her, the one thing I can draw on more than any other thus far in my experience is looking at that cardboard cutout of myself.
For the last 6 months before I came here, I'll bet I ate McDonald's minimum 5 to 6 times a week.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I would drive by it on my way to work.
On the way to
get
work.
Donuts.
Right.
I'd either get.
You ever get
donuts,
a McGriddle?
2 McGriddles. My worst eating habit is getting 3 or 4 donuts every day on the way to work and sitting in my car eating them by myself. Seeing that cutout and seeing where I've come from there was just wow. Those McGriddles are so good.
Never even had one.
Do not understand.
They are so freaking good.
It is like a mixture
You get
of
sausage?
a hot oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, you don't waste your time on bacon,
Yeah,
do you?
no. I definitely would miss the controlled environment of the ranch. You know, you don't have to worry about passing fast food restaurants on your way from work. It's
Where
like,
do you go most of the time?
yeah, McDonald's probably. It's kind of scary thinking, you know, we're about to go back into the real world. Some days I might get the dreaded chicken nuggets. Some days I get the burgers. Some days I would actually, let's see, I've gotten the filet of fish. You know, I mean, I switch
Just
it
a
up.
filet of fish?
The filet of fish. Chef.
My behaviors have really changed. I'm excited to get back into regular life and to have those temptations of driving by fast food restaurants. And I'm excited to prove to myself that I can live without that stuff and that my behaviors have changed and it's not just a dream world here on the ranch, but that I really have changed as a person.
I mean, you're at a comfort level of just happiness.
How do you live through all that? Lately, I've been pushing through the pain, and my legs are just so sore, and I'm still in pain. You know, I've been at the ranch for 10, 11 weeks. You know, just being here without my family has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do. 30. Between my physical pain, my exhaustion, missing my family, I'm just so tired and done. I just want to go home.
We still have a lot of work to do, right?
I guess.
What did something go on to make?
I'm just done, man. I can't take being here anymore.
I mean, you know you have to turn this around. It was very hard walking into this house today. To see that look on his face of, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to just throw it all out. Gary was done. He did not want to be in this house anymore. Think about what all you've done throughout this whole journey. Think about where you were, where you were going, and where you are now. It's huge.
Absolutely.
The physicality of what you've put yourself through since you've been in this house, it's intense, man. It's intense. That's why we've always been about that whole marathon.
Right.
I think with this game being so close, that the mind has to play into it because you can psych yourself out as much as you can psych yourself up. And Gary can psych himself out like that. We're at the final mile. You're not throwing in the towel at a mile into it. What? There's the finish line right there. We're just trying to focus on the task at hand, which is getting through your workout today, getting through that weigh-in. That's all you gotta do. Well, as a trainer, when I see somebody that wants to quit like Gary, it's my job to push them harder at that point.
He got it.
Here we go.
He got it. He got it.
Bob says to me, we're going to 12 today. I mean, I'm like used to like kind of jogging at 5, 6. I could actually get hurt going that speed.
He got it.
You got to kick your heels up back.
He got that. He got that.
Nice.
He got it.
There's the 12.
He pushed me, and I went to level 12, and that's as fast as the machine goes.
Push, Gary. Push.
You got it, G.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was
It's definitely a personal best. I did it, and I feel great for doing it.
I'll just run the devil out of you. When he wants to quit, I go, you know what? We're gonna push a little farther. Because when I do that, he ends up getting right back up, and he's happy for it.
Give me some of that, G. Give me some of that.
Golly. Maurice, what's wrong? Maurice is running to the gate and back. Oh, I've got to see this.
Maurice is running to the gate and back today. Everybody else has run to the gate and back. It's been a rite of passage for everyone. Gary, next time you see Mo, he will have run to the gate and back.
Bring it, Mo.
Bring it.
I've never run to the gate before. Now, to the gate is almost 2 miles. So I was thinking, how in the world am I gonna do this?
I'm nervous for Maurice. I knew it was really important to get Mo motivated. He can get discouraged really quickly. I just want him to do it. Let's go. Big Mo, Big Bob. Got to get you in those finals, Mo. Remember that first day? You couldn't even do it. Come on. This hill is going to be hard.
Oh, God.
Yep. Just keep moving and don't stop.
It's definitely not a straightaway. It's hills and more hills and more hills. I didn't know if I could make it through it.
Just keep your head down. You're almost there. You're storming right up this hill. Good.
I'm dying, Mom. It was several times during the workout I felt I was gonna die. It was grueling. It definitely was grueling.
Think about how bad you want it. Do you want it bad enough to keep going? Let's go. You don't want to quit. You don't know how to quit. Quitting's over. You've come way too far. You have come way too far, Maurice.
I mean, it got really, really bad. And I wanted to quit, but then...
This is your halfway mark. You're halfway done.
I never thought that I would ever be running. I was just basically hoping I would be able to walk without getting out of breath. Now I'm running. On the way back to the house, I turned a corner.
Mo, do you want to be the biggest loser?
Damn right I want to be the
That's right, you want to be the biggest loser. I want you to be the biggest loser. Now let's go. I see it now, Mo. There's an athlete inside of you. There's an athlete that lives in us all. And today I got to see Mo's athlete. There's an athlete in Mo. He's out there. He puts that head down. He just keeps going and going and going and going and going. I mean, that's what he does. Remember, save me some for the end. Save me some for the end down there.
Bob has always told me that, you know, with distance runners, he always wants to see that last sprint.
In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, Mo. Gun it. As fast as you can. Right there. Faster. 4, 2, and 1.
I was exhausted, but I don't think I've had that feeling since I've been here at the ranch. Just pure, just satisfaction. Oh, you're the best freaking trainer in America. The best trainer in America. Thank you. Come on, who got to weigh in?
We got to weigh in.
I love all of them, but man, I had newfound love for Mo today. I had newfound love for Maurice today. After that, after what you just did,
Yeah.
who cares about the show? You won. You just won.
Damn
You just
right.
won.
Damn right.
You're the winner. You just won.
Game over. I definitely will continue to push myself. I'm just starting out. Like I've been saying all along, watch out for Mo. Mo is on his way.
Two more. One.
Good.
I still cannot believe that I'm here. I have a 1 in 5 chance of winning $250,000, which is a lot of bling bling. And I'm 1 in 5.
But right now, there's strength in numbers. There's 3 reds that have a chance of winning, and only 2 blues that have a chance. So, if the 3 reds stay together, it makes us so much stronger. The former red team members need each other so much. Next week, Lisa may be in first place. You know, who knows? She could have a big week and lose 12 pounds, and I could have an off week and not lose any weight, and she could jump above me. So, we need each other. We want numbers, all 3 of us. And if Mo goes home, fine. If Gary goes home, even better.
Unless a miracle happens, we're assured that Mo is going to be one of the people nominated for elimination. Maurice isn't consistent in weight loss, and in physical challenges doesn't pose a huge threat. So we can keep him here to work towards his goal without being a really strong threat. Guys, we just have to make a promise right now. We're not cutting each other off.
That is the promise. The 3 of us promised to stick together. We did our pinky swear, and to Kelly, that's the ultimate swear. That's like, you know, on your mother's grave.
You know, there's a part of me that wasn't sure if I'd last this long, and then there's another part of me that didn't doubt at all. But I guess I learned how to not only work out, but play the game. So I feel very fortunate to be here.
I cannot believe that I have lasted this long because I have one of those personalities that you either like me or you hate me. There's no in between. And so for me to have come this far and have pushed myself, it's just the best feeling in the world to have made it this long.
Everybody seems to look at me as not a threat because I'm so far under the yellow line. You know, I guess it's a strategy that, you know, I really didn't intend to use, but it's been a hidden benefit for me. But I'm steadily losing weight. They better watch out.
This week, I've worked out pretty hard, but I still don't feel like I lost all that much weight. You know, I hope I don't fall below the yellow line. If I do, then I'll probably go home. You know, but anything's possible, so we'll see how it plays out.
This is a message for myself in the future. Ryan, don't forget the things you learned here, and don't forget the happiness that exercising actually can bring you. You don't need to eat food in your car. You don't need to eat fast food. You don't need to snack all day long. Your life will be much happier and much better if you find the joy in your family and in your friends and experiencing life. Don't forget Ryan.
You know what, Lisa? I hope this doesn't make you nervous, but I didn't realize how close you and Gary were.
If he loses 1 pound and you lose 2 pounds, you pass him. He loses 3, you lose 4, you pass him. If you just lose whatever he loses, if you lose a pound more, you pass him. Even though it's an individual competition, they're still red and blue, you know. Ideally for me right now, Lisa would jump ahead of Gary, so Gary and Mo are below the yellow line, and then we'd probably vote off Gary. I have that strong friendship with Lisa and Kelly, and that's not going to be broken.
Going into this weigh-in, I'm extremely nervous. I have high anxiety. This weigh-in is so important. I just want to make sure that my butt is above that yellow line.
It's stressful right now because Ryan has immunity and he's number one anyways. No one's gonna pass him. We know Mo's going to be in the last slot. And it really comes down to Lisa, Gary, and I. We're a couple of point percentages away from each other, and so at any time, one of us could fall under the yellow line.
Lisa and I are like so close. You know, she's got to beat me by like 1 pound, and she'll overtake me.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the weigh-in. Remember, all you need to do is to stay above the yellow line. The 2 players who are below it will be nominated for elimination. And tomorrow night, one of those people will be going home. Ryan, you won immunity at the challenge, so no matter what, you cannot be eliminated. But I'm sure you want to see what kind of progress you made this week. So get on that scale.
Alrighty.
Get up there. Ryan, when you arrived, you weighed 330 pounds. Your current weight is... Okay, you've lost another 3 pounds, making an even 80 pounds so far. Your percentage of total weight loss is 24.2%. It's amazing.
Good job, Ryan.
I only lost 3 pounds, which in any normal week in my life would be great, but here when you're working out so hard and you've had such big success, 13 pounds, 14 pounds, to only lose 3 pounds was a little disappointing.
Okay, Mo, since you've been here, you've lost 50 pounds. So let's see how much more you added to that this week. Get on that scale. Mo, when you arrived, you weighed 436 pounds. Your current weight is... $381. You lost another 5 pounds this week, Mo.
Nice.
You've lost 55 pounds. And your percentage of total weight loss is 12.6%. That went up quite a bit this week.
Catching up.
That's right. Okay. That puts you in second place right now.
All right. When I saw that I had lost 5 pounds, I was, pretty pleased. I wish the number was a little larger, but, 5 pounds, that's great.
Kelly, you're up next. Since the start of the game, you've lost 48 pounds. Let's see how much you added to that this week. Come on, Cal. Kelly, when you arrived, you weighed 242 pounds. Your current weight is... You lost 2 pounds this week.
I got up and it was only 2 pounds. And, I said to myself, okay, maybe it's a small week for everybody. I can just be glad that there was a loss.
You have now lost 50 pounds.
Wow. Quite a feat.
So your percentage of total weight loss is 20.7%, putting you in second place now. Mo, moving you down to third.
Way to go.
Good job, Cal.
Lisa.
Okay. As I was walking up to the scale, I was a wreck. I just feel like I've at least lost 3 pounds. And I'm hoping Gary loses 2, and Gary will move down.
Lisa is definitely my biggest threat. At this point, it's so close, it's anybody's game.
Your current weight is... Lisa.
Okay. As I was walking up to the scale, I was a wreck. I just feel like I've at least lost 3 pounds. And I'm hoping Gary loses 2, and Gary will move down.
Okay, Lisa, when you arrived, you weighed 236 pounds. current weight is... Okay, you lost 2 pounds. Okay. You have now lost 47 pounds.
I know, that's good.
Yeah. So your percentage of total weight loss is 19.9%, putting you in 3rd place above the yellow line. And Mo, that puts you below the yellow line. Gary, you are the last one up. Since the start of the game, you have lost 44 pounds. Let me see if you can add to that this week.
Going up to the scale, I felt like I hardly lost any weight, and I knew that if I had lost 3, I'd be safe. I was nervous. Our numbers are so close that I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen.
Gary hasn't worked out as hard this week as he has in the past, and I think he's going to get what he deserves tonight, and he's going to be below that yellow line.
Gary, when you arrived, you weighed 227 pounds. Your current weight is... Wow, 177. You lost 6 pounds this week, Gary.
Whoa.
You're the biggest loser of the week.
When I got on the scale and I hit 6 pounds, I was honestly shocked and amazed. I didn't think I would do that. That's insane.
Gary, your total percentage of weight loss has to be higher than 19.9% to be above the yellow line. So what is it? 22%, Gary. That puts you in 2nd place.
Wow.
Moves Kelly down to 3rd.
Wow. Not only did I double Ryan's weight loss for the week, but I closed the gap percentage-wise by 50%. So I was very happy with the results.
It was very hard for me to swallow the fact that Gary lost 6 pounds, and he didn't just beat me by a little percentage, he beat me by 2 slots. And all that I imagined was kind of crashed and crumbled to the ground. I have to believe that the former red team will still keep me here and vote Maurice off.
Lisa and Mo, you guys are below the yellow line, which means the 2 of you have been nominated for elimination. So tomorrow night, Ryan and Kelly and Gary will decide which one of you is headed home. So I will give you the next day to decide who that will be. Good night.
We were just talking about, like, is Ryan gonna... Like, I haven't talked to Ryan today.
I don't think you need to.
Are you sure? Because... Have you talked to him?
Mm-mm, I actually haven't.
He's been avoiding me like the plague.
I talked to him last night.
I'm nervous that he might be like... Ryan could definitely eliminate me to keep Maurice around so that Ryan will have a better chance of being the biggest loser. And that's always something that's in the back of my head. Because he stands a better chance if they get rid of me. He stands a better chance.
In my mind, there is no way Ryan will vote for Lisa. I don't think he'll get rid of you.
Okay. I'm sorry, Kelly, but then...
Don't justify your feelings.
I do have a sort of promise with the former red team that they would never eliminate me. So now that I'm below the yellow line, I feel confident in saying that Kelly and Ryan will eliminate Maurice.
I definitely have to make sure my alliances are very strong to make sure I'm not the one to be eliminated. I'm making my pitch. I'm the friendliest person here to take to the final. I'm friendly.
Yeah, but I can't go back on my red girls. I can't do it.
My main focus has been on Ryan to kind of swing his vote. He's actually the top dog right now.
There's safety in numbers. And I have to keep the numbers on my side.
Dead man walking.
Coming up, who will have to pack their bags and say goodbye?
This is a game. Everybody is in it for themselves.
Then, find out if the eliminated player followed what they learned and see for the first time what they look like today.
I'm an opportunist, and I want to get to the finals.
Right.
And if I have a guaranteed way to get there, then Ryan, I'm in. Today I was talking to Ryan about the possibilities of, who could get eliminated, to see if I could get him to turn on his former teammate, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going to have to, we're going to have to trust each other, and I know that's hard to do, but what else do we have?
Yeah.
The girls have each other, and at this point, it's an individual game. And when it really comes down to it, it's been an individual game from the beginning. Knowing that Lisa is more of a threat right now than Mo is.
Well, the thing is, once this happens, Kelly and Mo are going to know what's going on.
I think that voting Lisa off is stabbing her in the back to protect myself. I haven't officially made a deal with Gary on this, and the things that are conflicting me is, like, I've been close to Lisa and Kelly for the past month and gotten to know them really well, and I not only would be hurting Lisa, I'd be hurting Kelly too.
It's a game, if we can look into each other's eyes, shake hands on it, and trust each other, we're gonna have to make it real. It's gotta be real.
Well, before we do that, I just want to think about it some more.
All right, we'll think about it more, and I'll think about it more, and...
Okay, well, we'll talk later for sure.
All right.
How the hell did Gary lose 6 pounds? I honestly felt like I'd lost 5 to 7. My face, I feel like my face is...
That's a lot in 7 days. I was hoping for 3 to 5. I think Lisa's been very concerned because she is below the yellow line.
I did so much work, I feel like. I was sweating. I hope I can get it together and pull more out.
You, of all people, I am the least worried about. You're the person that, came in here being like, I can't. Do you remember that girl? I'm gonna die. I can't. And you believed it. You didn't die.
I know.
And you're, kicking people's asses and challenges. Couldn't be happier with how far she's come. And if for some reason I lost Lisa tomorrow, I would be heartbroken, but I know she'll be fine and she'll continue her progress.
Mo was crying this morning. He avoided us all. He didn't want to talk because he knew he would get emotional. And Lisa and I got emotional and we couldn't help it. And then he started crying as well.
Kelly and Lisa, they're some great people. I love them dearly. I've grown closer to them in the last couple of weeks than I thought I would ever do. They kind of broke down right in front of me, and we were all sitting on my bed, and then the next thing I know, we're just holding each other and all just kind of breaking down in each other's arms. No, Lisa, you promised.
I do love Maurice, and to know that I'm responsible for him going home is very hard for me. Maurice is such a sensitive guy, and he's so compassionate and considerate, and I know he understands. But that doesn't make it any easier.
Welcome to the elimination. Ryan,
What do you think the most important thing that you've learned about yourself has been since you arrived here?
The most important thing I've learned about myself is that I can actually do it, and I can be a motivated person.
Mo, each week you have lost more weight and made huge physical strides, but somehow you are still in last place. Now, how does that make you feel?
The game is a game, and I'm getting healthy. My cholesterol has gone down, my blood pressure has gone down, I just have more energy. I feel like a new man. But believe me, I still, have a few pounds to shed off of that new man, though.
Kelly, even though we abandoned the team a few weeks ago, how strong is the bond between the original Red Team members?
Even though it's individual, I've still felt like a team and, made the commitment to support those people. And I still do, because I've worked with two very amazing people for a couple weeks, just the three of us. And that's made all the difference to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to cut the fat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to cut the fat. Lisa and Mo, you were both below the yellow line at last night's weigh-in, so you two have both been nominated for elimination. And one of you will be going home tonight. Gary, who have you decided to eliminate?
These people, especially the last week, it's been such a comfortable thing in the house. Lisa, the first few weeks that we were here in the house, we weren't even sure what to say to each other. And, I think we became, good friends. And I really appreciate your humor and your caring, and you're a real person, and I appreciate that. Mo, for 10 weeks we were in a room together, and you've supported me more than anybody in this house next to Bob. You're a great friend, man. I mean, unfortunately, this is a game. Everybody is in it for themselves, and I had to vote for Lisa. I'm sorry. I could not vote for Mo.
Lisa, that's one for you. Kelly, who have you chosen to eliminate?
There are two very classy people at the end of the table who I have no doubt are my friends and who I respect very much. But there is one person who I could not imagine this experience without, even for one more week, and could never, ever vote off. And I stayed true to that word. Therefore, Mo, I love you, but I had to vote you off.
Okay, Mo, so now you have one vote, and Lisa, you have one vote. Ryan, you are the deciding vote. Who have you decided to eliminate?
It's cliche, but there's no doubt about it. It gets tougher and tougher as this goes on. And both of these people, Maurice and Lisa, have worked so hard. And Kelly kind of summed it up for me there. She said she could never vote for Lisa. And because of that, I've chosen to vote for Lisa.
Lisa, that is 2 votes for you and 1 vote for Mo.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I just cannot believe my own teammate, who thought of this team love and we'll stick together, would do this to me.
Did you know what was happening?
No. because I thought he came up with this plan, we're staying together. I thought everything was okay.
You know, Kelly said she could never vote for Lisa, and I know that Lisa would never vote for Kelly. So if I had the unfortunate experience of being below the line with Lisa or Kelly, I know I would be going home. And because of that, I have to break up their alliance.
You know what? That is a shock. But I knew that everyone here, you would be the one to pull something like that. I think I should have got rid of him when I had the power of my team. But I didn't. Gary and Kelly and Maurice, you better get immunity and watch out for Ryan because he will backstab you no matter what he says. And the next time, maybe Ryan, you'll be below the yellow line and then you'll know how this feels.
Lisa, the other players have decided that you are not the biggest loser. So unfortunately, you do have to pack your bags and say goodbye.
Okay, I love you. I love all of you. Well, most of you.
Good luck, baby.
Smoke his ass.
There are 4 of you left now, and we are getting very close to crowning one of you the biggest loser. Keep up the good work. Eat well, feel healthy. I will see you next week. Have a good night.
I think I'm most proud of the fact that I came in here with a whiny, complainy, negative attitude, and I'm leaving with a more positive outlook and realizing that I can actually lose weight, I can exercise, I can diet. The main thing I'm gonna take with me is an I can attitude. I can eat the right diet, I can exercise, I can work out. I should never let anything cross my path and me say those words I can again. This experience has made me a changed woman forever. Next time America sees me, I'm going to be thin.